Lake Scott State Park, the unknown wonder of Kansas. Lake Scott was able to become a reality with the vision of Herbert Steele. Mr. Steele first came to Scott County in 1888 and found the present state park area to be an ideal location for homesteading. He married Eliza Landon 5 years later. Their first home was a simple dugout, which they later updated to a 4-room house using sandstone gathered from the surrounding bluffs. The Steele home has been preserved much as it was over 100 years ago and serves as a museum displaying the furnishings and tools used by the early settlers. The Steeles wanted their homestead to become a public park and recreation area. This dream came true in 1928 when the Kansas Forestry Fish and Game Commission acquired the 1,280 acres, which is now the park, including the 640 acres of the Steele homestead. Lake Scott State Park is hidden within a western Kansas prairie. The park is a startling oasis of natural springs, deep wooded canyons, and craggy bluffs. A 100-acre lake created by a dam constructed in 1930 by the Civilian Conservation Corps is nestled among the picturesque hills. Groves of many different varieties of trees complement its banks, and several majestic cottonwoods as old as the lake itself also accent the area. Rich in history and scenic splendor, Lake Scott State Park and Wildlife Area provides a perfect recreational setting for a multitude of outdoor activities. Recently, Lake Scott was voted as the 23rd most scenic state park in the United States. Currently, there are spots available for any type of camping along with 2 shelters, the Navajo and Taos. They are available year-round through the park office or online at reserveamerica.com. These modern cabins have everything you need except linens and food. Be sure to plan ahead as they are very popular and are reserved several months in advance. A lake wouldn't be complete without a beach and a beach house. Located within Lake Scott State Park is a full-service beach house offering cold drinks, snacks, fishing tackle, camping supplies, and bait. The beach house also rents paddle boats, kayaks, and canoes by the hour. The beach house is operated by the Friends of the Lake Scott State Park, a non-profit group formed to help raise funds and undertake projects aimed specifically at park improvements and enhancements. While at the beach house, take a walk on one of the top 50 beaches in the United States. Nearly 2 centuries before the Steeles homesteaded the area, a group of Taos Indians fleeing Spanish rule migrated to the park region. In 1664, they constructed pueblos and cultivated crops using a system of irrigation ditches from a nearby spring. From the pueblos came the name El Cuartelejo, meaning old barracks or building. It is the northernmost pueblo in the United States. They lived here for 20 years and then returned to their homes in the south. In the mid-1890s, the Pueblo ruins were discovered by Steele and excavated by H.T. Martin and Professor S.W. Williston from the University of Kansas. The El Cuartelejo ruins achieved National Historic Landmark status in 1964. In 1970, the Kansas Historical Society carried out an extensive program of excavation and restoration of the area. The present site allows the visitor to see the Pueblo site with its foundation reconstructed. Lake Scott State Park, your vacation destination.